Good morning. Well, I've had a little bit more information come in about Alex Belfield. Okay, I've got his prison number now, and I've had it confirmed he is in HMP Stocken, apparently. I'll put links to it all below, because if you want to write to him, you'll need his prison number, obviously, and the address, which is all available on the internet, but his prison number isn't. It is Alpha 4747 Echo Whiskey, which you need to put with his name, because there might be more than one Alex Belfield.
Bound to be.
There might be a big Scotsman called Alex Belfield in Glasgow jail, and they won't know which Alex Belfield sent it to unless you put the prison number. So that's A74. No, start again.
Did you say you're going to put it in the description?
I am going to put it in the description below. A4747A Echo Whiskey EW.
Yeah, there was no A in that. I think the description, then they can copy and paste.
Yeah, and the address. Now there is. Don't send him any money. Don't put any money in the envelope. He won't get it. Okay. How it works with the prison system is you send a letter. You must put your name and address on the letter, otherwise he won't get it. Okay. You can go on the website. I'll put a link in as well to the His Majesty's Prison Service website, government website. Okay, and they explain everything about writing letters to people. Apparently, he can telephone you. You can send him your telephone number. He can telephone you if you're on his list, because everything's monitored. Okay, the copies of all letters are made. Right, all phone calls. If he rings you up, all phone calls are monitored and recorded by the prison service. Okay. He can do video calls. He can even email. You can email him. He can email you, but you have to set up an account on the government website. If you want to send him money, you go on the government website, okay, and you set up an account, and then you can just transfer money from your bank into his if you want to. Okay, it's all got to be done through the government website. Okay, don't put any money in an envelope and post it to him. You won't get it.
And they can buy books as well.
You can buy books. My boy's in jail. We've tried to send him books. They won't let him have them. So we have to order them from Amazon and have them delivered direct.
Yeah, they have to be brand new. They have
to
be brand new.
Yeah.
They cannot be secondhand, and they can't be hardback. They must be softback.
Yeah.
And also content matter seemed to be an issue with Richard. I don't know why. I tried to order him Stella Rimington's book all about how she became the first female head of MI6 or MI5. I thought he'd enjoy that, but apparently that was a big no-no. And I tried sending him a book about, not Angle Grinder Man, there's always somebody, isn't there? We need a studio, Graham.
We do.
And a Winnebago. Good grief.
Winnebago.
Roughing it here. Yeah, I tried to send him the book on John Titor. Don't know if any of you are familiar with the story of John Titor. He was an alleged time traveller who posted on an internet forum in the year 2000. And it's quite an interesting story. But no, the prison service didn't like that either, because it was connected with the internet, and Richard is in prison for internet crimes.
Internet offences.
So I just wanted to say on your, because this whole subject is nothing that I would normally do on my channel, but I have noticed, and we have heard from some people who support Alex. Graham and I are really on the fence over Alex Belfield. We weren't big followers, we don't condemn him, we're really neutral. But at least one of Graham's subscribers has said they have a troll who follows them from channel to channel, and has followed them to his channel. And there is free speech and all that. But this troll, it seems to me, is a big supporter of Alex's victims. So they're very anti-Alex. Now, if you're a supporter of any celebrity, member of the royal family, if you want to gain support for your cause, you're not going to do it by trolling and slagging off people who support the opposite. You will have quite the reverse effect. You will make them ever more so convinced of their convictions. Whereas if you try being polite and talking to them and explaining where you're coming from, you will have far more success. For example, my channel's all like royal family stuff. I am a Princess Diana diehard fan, but I have subscribers who adore King Charles. Now, that is their right, and I fully support them, as I do people who love Meghan Markle or Prince Harry or any other members of the royal family. And people even criticise Princess Diana, and I welcome that. I don't say, attack, 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 troll. You've got to love the person that I support. It's called being grown up, isn't it?
I'm more than happy for people to disagree with me, as long as we don't get rude and offensive and start slagging each other off. That's fine.
I think you should.
People have different perspectives and different opinions.
I think you should make it clear that, because one of your trolls is saying you were a drug dealer.
No, I wasn't.
And you were convicted of drug smuggling. They are two completely different things, and they always use the term drug because that has connotations of heroin, ecstasy, cocaine. Graham was convicted of smuggling cannabis, which 30 years ago was a big political no-no. Not so much now. So trolls like to adopt the general term drug.
We spent 6 months in Holland, in Amsterdam, smoking ourselves to death.
Oh, I know, it's terrible.
Woke up 6 months later, skids.
We were pretty skint when we got there. Anyway, that's another story. But it's just, I find it incredulous that if I love Princess Diana, if I went on other people's channels and said all rude mannerous shit to them, if they don't like Princess Diana, all I'm going to do is make them hate her even more. And I don't want that. So I'm just using her as an example. You know, find your manners, guys.
And just on a last note, if you're not an Alex Belfield supporter, then please don't write to him. Please don't gloat or make things worse. Like, it just makes you a troll, doesn't it? Again, in a different light.
Yeah.
And he probably won't get it anyway if you don't put your name and address on the envelope, or you put a bogus address.
Yes, you would become that is important for their own safety and security.
Yeah.
For example, one of his victims may have a teenage son or daughter who thinks that's a good idea. Please don't do that, because you will make yourselves identifiable and put yourselves at risk.
And if you do give Alex your phone number, like I said, you have to be on his list, because otherwise people in jail could menace people. They could bring victims up and things like that. So you got to be on the list, your name, your address, your postcode. It's all for security reasons.
And I think there's a limited number of people they can have on the list. So obviously his nearest and dearest will be the ones.
If you send him money, he's more likely to call you, isn't he? Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope it's been helpful. So for the people who do want to write to him or contact him or phone him or whatever, I hope that's of help. Thanks for watching.